Sister, what they gave? Sister, what?
How's Trey gonna be?
There it goes. I told you.
Get on, wait.
Get in the pool, hey, he's getting in the pool, hey, he's getting in the pool, hey.
That's a good feeling.
And I told you. Go.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Sister Parissa.
Is this the Parisa?
Hi.
And as we're doing this interview with the family, Parissa calls. Parissa will call you back in a few minutes, baby.
Okay, I love you.
Love you too. So I'm here with few of the Alphas.
And Omegas.
The legendary.
From Legendary.
So what's going on? What are we doing right now?
Right now we are getting ready to go to Boston. We have our first performance at Pride 2022.
At their Boston Pride.
Boston Pride 2022. We're excited for our first performance. Here we go.
I'm very excited. It's honestly our first gig. You know, we got this gig when the third episode came out?
The first like set
First
up
3 episodes came out.
So that's exciting.
Yes, I'm willing to. I'm very curious. It's my first time in Boston. Never been. And, you know, I'm just performing
for the community.
So what we're going to do today, guys, I'm going to give you the camera, Kyrie, and when Tahj and Treyon are on the call, I want you to kind of ask them questions and kind of, as we're doing, we have a docu-series coming out. It's going to be on YouTube for everyone. We've compiled a lot of footage this past year, and I'm going to be definitely, oh, look, and we have Tahj walking up.
Baby. Tahj. Tahji, hello.
Sister, sit right here.
Put yourself in the bed.
I'm not moving. I'm not moving.
So we'll be right back. We have to just wait for these young individuals to get settled in the car, and then we'll be talking to you guys. The little button right there.
What?
The red one right there. Started.
Yeah, this song. She's recording.
All right, so we back, guys. We are over here. We are driving to Boston. We got Tahj and Treyon in the car.
Wagwan Pine Top. Oh my God.
We hope that you guys can see him well back there.
Yeah, I'm a little dark. Maybe bring the camera right to me so they can see me right quick.
So, Treyon, let's start with you. This is, of course,
What's up?
You are performing with the family for tomorrow, but this is obviously not your first time performing. Can you give the people a little background of like what are some of your talents and what are some of your gifts and like who you are?
Okay, what's going on? Peace and love, family, everybody out there. It's the baddest. But no, I am a choreographer, actor, singer, dancer, model, and all around artist, performing artist. I have choreographed a few.
You put on a light for him?
You said. Ooh. Okay, word. But yeah, so I'm a choreographer, and I'm a dancer. That's kind of what got me into the art industry, and the industry of arts. And then I kind of figured out that I could do everything else. So it's not my first time performing. I've performed in hundreds of festivals, but it's my first time performing at a Pride. So I'm super, super stoked about that. To finally be living in my truth as a performer. I think that feels good, and it brings it to another level. So I'm super excited. I hope you guys love me.
What dance would you say that you like specialize in, like, or what's your favorite rather?
My favorite, honestly, is ballet. Like, I'm a ballerina. That's how I started. But modern, is cool too. I'm starting to like commercial. I've never really been a commercial type of dancer. That's, for those who don't know, that's background dancing. Commercials, as in the dance you see in commercials, like real hip hop, very your personality, your style. And I think I like that more now because I'm actually, like I said, trying to find myself, and I'm starting to really live in my truth and be myself. So why not just live in commercial, honey?
Okay.
So yeah.
Now we have my little Tasmanian devil, Tahj.
Yeah.
Tahj, how are you? Let the people know who you are, how old you are, and yeah.
I'm Tahj. I am 21. I am living my La Vida Loca, What else the girls want to know?
What is something that, if you could say that on this show they did not showcase that you kind of wish you would have had the opportunity to showcase about yourself?
Honestly, it's a lot of things that I wish they would have showcased about me. I wish they would have showcased my story. I also wish they would have showcased a little bit more with the challenges to like showcase my talent more. But shit, they ain't do it. So I'm gonna showcase my talent somewhere else.
Okay.
And you're gonna
Okay.
and we're gonna share your stories here.
Okay.
So, Adam.
Hello.
Let the people know.
Yo.
Adam is our little cherry on top.
Hello, hello.
How are you, Adam? Tell them your name and how old you are.
Well, my real name is Adam Dario Morales. I am from Inglewood, New Jersey. I was born in Jersey, but my background is from Colombia. I've been professionally trained dancer at the ALPHAOMEGA school for 14 years, full scholarship, and I just finished my year at Ballet Hispanico Palante Scholars. Yeah, this is actually like my 4th year in Ballroom. So I'm like, kind of new, kind of like...
Well, not in mainstream ballroom, right?
Not in mainstream, but Kiki. I came on the Kiki scene in 2017 in Brooklyn, the ghetto.
Don't do my hood.
No, no, baby. It was a little experience there, and I was
Brooklyn?
like, yes, it wasn't all that.
So let me ask you this, Adam. You being of Latin descent,
Yes.
how did you feel going onto the show representing, in a predominantly African American, the people that you went with African American? How did you feel being the Latin one? Did you feel like a different type of pressure, wanting to represent yourself and represent your culture? How did you feel?
No, honestly, I felt very inspired. Honestly, I felt like I was actually one of the first members, being Hispanic, speaking fluent Spanish, actually knowing my own culture and stuff like that. So it was just like, yeah, I felt inspired. Like, I was like, oh my God, I'm the only one. So I have to show my talent and what I have, what my bloodline is about and stuff. So yeah.
Okay. Now we go to the Rebel, the first member of this house. Again, like you will all see in the beginning of this docu-series, Rebel's the first member. I came to him about this basically almost 3 years ago, but it was 2 that we debuted the house. You could back it up a little bit. You were way too close on you, okay?
So I had everybody on a little close up. It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
I can't even take that serious right now. But
Yeah, I saw some.
so Rebel, they're gonna learn more about you in prior episodes to this, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But let me ask you this: for those that do know and don't know, you was not a dancer per se, a vulgar performer type person.
No.
You definitely been in other fields, acting and modeling and things like that.
No.
So, what was the biggest challenges for you going before you went on the show, and then going on the show for you?
Before, the biggest challenge was learning how to vogue, how to dance. I feel like I really put in a lot of hard work. Morning and night, I was voguing. I was playing different songs. I feel like I did a lot of research. I wanted to make sure I was very
I
prepared.
can see you whispering in the back.
I
Sorry,
make sure
continue. I apologize.
I wanted to make sure I was very prepared and ready. I didn't want to be the weakest link. I wanted to be one of the people who brings a lot to the group. So before, that was just my biggest challenge, was just preparing myself. And I think during was keeping myself mentally in the mindset of being a photographer and a performer. Not a photographer, sorry, being a voguer and a performer. Because I'm it's the first time I'm doing this. I'm about to do something that I've never done before in front of the world. So I have to put my 100% into this. And I've never left the rehearsal without making sure I did everything perfectly. I was always practicing by myself, and I feel like I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself at the job that I did. And I'm proud of my brothers, of course, and my family.
And we're proud of you too.
Thank you.
So let me ask all of you guys, what was the hardest thing about going onto the show as far as the process of being on the show, as far as being away from home, being away from family, being away from friends? Like, what was the hardest part for each of you? Let's start with Treyon.
I think for me, the hardest part, I think, was the whole competitive atmosphere, because I'm not really a competition type of person. Like, I don't really compete with my craft. So I think having to use my craft to compete and have to think about strategies and have to think about, you know, things like what type of move can I do next, or what type of move can the team do for us to be able to get a high score for something, rather than for us to just have something to say, you know, if that makes sense. I think, and being consistent with that was the hardest thing for me, like just being consistently competitive. Because after a while, I just want to dance.
So basically, when you perform, you like to perform from your heart.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I love to perform from my heart. I'm always honest, you know, with my craft.
So do you feel like it kind of took away a little bit how
Absolutely.
heartfelt maybe like you would normally perform maybe?
Yeah, and I don't think it was purposely done. In a way, you know, I think at the end of the day, it's all about ratings. But I do also think that, you know, it kind of took away from all of our artistry, because sometimes we weren't able to just be ourselves. And even when we were just being ourselves, it wasn't good enough. You know, we had to change for the show. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Adam and Tahj, you guys are relatively young, 20 and 21. How was the experience for both of you? Tahj, I know this was your first time being away from home, right?
Yes.
So what was the process for you during that time?
Honestly, the process for me was very hard. I'm the only child, so that was kind of like tough for me actually to leave my mom and leave my grandparents. And I was so like stuck inside my head. So that was just another thing.
When you say stuck inside your head, what do you mean? Like, what was it? Was it fear? Was it not knowing if you could complete it? What was the biggest thing in your mind?
The biggest thing in my mind was that I'm here for a reason, and I got a whole bunch of people next to me that I have to not only do my best for, but put my all into something, because I don't want to be the person to let everybody down.
So you felt a lot of pressure.
Did I? I felt a lot of pressure, because I knew that going on the show, my ankle was very messed up, but I knew that I was supposed to be there.
Okay.
Well,
Adam, for you.
For me, it was very emotional because it was a lot. It was very heavy for me personally. Obviously, this is my first reality TV show on national television, if that makes sense.
I love how you said first.
Yes. Yes. So it's like, obviously, I'm more of like a performer, so I'm used to like, you know, doing dances for public and stuff like that. But like being on TV is it's new to me. It's like I'm not really used to having a camera in front of my face, but like, and on top of that, you know, the toxicity about like the people talking about others, you know, all that two-faced stuff. Like I don't do that. Like it doesn't work with me. So it was very difficult for me to actually like deal with others, you know, personality, I would say. They're just the way how they would like handle themselves and like, you know, treat us, give off the energies and stuff like that. I wasn't really with that. And also like with choreography wise, it was really hard because, you know, 1 minute may seem like a little, but it's actually a lot of choreography. So, and then on top of that, we would change moves and stuff like that. So it was like kind of annoying. And on top of that, we had like production on us, playing in our faces. So
we didn't want to go into that yet, guys.
So it's just it was a lot. It was honestly a lot. It really was.
So let me ask you all this, Kyrie. Let me ask you this. So get down to episode 6 when you guys went home. It's a 2-part question that goes to everyone.
You want to answer the first question?
No, I'm going to give you the liberty. Bitch, I got this. So the first question is, how did you guys feel collectively when you heard, okay, when you knew that y'all were going to be the bottom, how did you guys feel when you heard that?
I was happy.
You was happy?
Yes. I was over it. I was honestly very happy. I was actually like, kind of like, I'm not going to be like, oh myself, but I was actually wanting to go home during, you know, the first battle. Because I was over it, but like, I was like, it was too much. We went through so much, like, we don't really deserve all that. You know, we were the most humblest, professional house ever in this house, honestly, in this season competition. So it's like, yeah, I was honestly happy to go because I feel like it.
So when you say that right there, I have to ask you a tough question. Does that mean that you did not give your all in that battle?
No. Oh my goodness.
No, that means it. That doesn't mean that. Or no?
No, it's
you
just.
didn't?
I mean, obviously, I tried. I did. You know, I did. Like, I had to use the space. I wanted to use the whole runway. You know.
Did you give your best, Adam?
Yes, hope so.
I'm gonna take that as a no. So sounds like no. Do you guys agree with me?
Yes. So that means no. That's no. So
Okay.
That means no.
So, Kyrie, for you, knowing the amount of work that's been put in this house for the past year, how did you feel when you got to the bottom and knew that you guys was basically gonna have to have a redemption to go home?
I feel like, well, to be honest, I was pissed. I feel like out of the houses there, we were the most diverse, we were the most professional, we were the most humble. I feel like we remained ourselves, and I feel like what Ballroom is to me is you know, it's supposed to be family, and I feel like that's not what they really wanted. So I was just really angry that we were a part of a reality like system, like a reality like play out where we didn't fit the story, so our talent didn't matter. So I was pretty angry, but
let me ask you this, because you know now you're gonna make me go there because you're over here. I feed off y'all answers, obviously. When you say, because I want to say this right, because you know me, I have to be very diplomatic in this moment. When you sit there and you say feed off or like really like in a reality thing, what you think that they did not showcase of you guys that made you feel like this?
they didn't show us being ourselves. We cried in almost every interview. If we were hugging each other, we were talking about how great each other are. We said so many nice things and loving things about our house, and they didn't play any of that. We did so many things on like videos on the side that they didn't use that people would have loved, and they really just showed us being mute, and they really was trying to mute our energy, and even though they tried to mute it on TV, people still felt it. So it's like they did it for no reason. All they did was just give us more opportunities to tell our own story, which I'm happy because now we have more control over that.
So let me ask this question to Treyon. Do you feel like when I remember one episode, it was like someone said like that cold energy. What do you think they meant by that? In all honesty, like why would they depict you as cold or perceive y'all to be cold?
I think it's because we were professional. I think they're not used to energy that knows how to act and knows what to, they're not used to people who know what to do in the proper environment. You know what I'm saying? Like I think they kind of wanted us to go crazy, us to, and in a room full of people who are going crazy, and if we doing our own little thing, we're gonna seem cold, we're gonna seem stuck up. But in all actuality, we're just professional, and we're actual human beings who don't sell our souls for a check or for a moment. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna cut you right there. I need to come in. Can you put that on me, please? Can you put it over there? Okay. Well, I want to say something because Kyrie knows. Kyrie and I had a conversation, guys. I need to say that I feel I didn't want to go into this now, but I'm going to. Kyrie and I had a conversation a month before you left, if you remember, at my house. It was a very serious conversation me and Kyrie had, and Kyrie was very emotional, and we talked about, going on the show and how he felt. And one of the reasons why I wanted to send my house on the show was for two things. One, the exposure, the individual exposure that each of the members can get to help them with their careers or whatever they have planned, because I have a lot of people in Alpha Omega that have performing and, that are performers and photography. We have a very creative house. I wanted my house to be depicted in a certain type of way who they truly are. I wanted to show that there are different type of homosexuals, if I have to say. We, just like the rainbow, we are a very colorful group of people. Everyone's not the same. Everyone is not flamboyant and we listen, I could go into it, but we have we wanted to show off something different. Something that they had decided amongst themselves, if I'm wrong, guys, correct me, was that they was not going to go on there and read anybody, throw shade, because they thought of two things. One, they didn't want to give off that energy. And two, they knew that the show was going to air and whatever was said will be shown. And they never wanted to...
And we're not like that in real life.
Right, but remember me and you talked about, we didn't want to even give them sound bites to play with, right, to manipulate the words, to even give that feeling of catty, shady, whatever it is. Right. And I was really strong on them just, really upholding themselves as, young men. And shout out to Renaldo because he was definitely, in agreement of that. So it does hurt me that there were certain things that we're aware of that they wanted you guys to do that you guys did not do. And I feel like that also affected how they depicted you guys on the show.
It's like punishment. Yeah.
It was like a punishment. Like, okay, well, these individuals didn't show what we wanted them to show, so we're going to show them the way we choose to show them, which is little to nothing.
I knew it was up for us when the producers came to us and it was like, we have to defend ourselves because the other houses are talking about us. But the other houses usually like smile and we usually like get along. We get along with everybody. So it's like the fact that we felt like we had to defend ourselves for something that we didn't even know what was going on, I was kind of like, okay, we definitely are standing out and not in a way that they want. And we made a decision. We were just like, we're not going to be something that we're not.
So let me ask you each this, guys. When you guys came home, what was that process for you coming home after the show?
It was a lot. I think we didn't really have to, but me personally, I didn't really have time to process. Like, I think it took, because it happened so fast, it was like, all right, you're off the show. Now you got to pack your clothes. Now you got to go home. Now you got to start a regular life again. And
get back in the swing of it.
Yeah, and I just spent, it's like I was just in boot camp. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just spent all these years training and doing this one thing, and now I got to go back to regular. It took me at least a month after to at least be able to understand that I was back in New York. And that's just being real. You know what I'm saying? Because of the consistency in the treatment, the unfair treatment that we received,
Tahj, what about you?
Honestly, it was a rough pitch for me. I have social anxiety, like real bad social anxiety, so that was just the icing on the cake for my social anxiety. Just a lot of the critiques. Even though I knew coming on the show I would get all that, because I get television, it's the ratings, whatever the case may be. But I remember when we was on the show and we had walked past Law, and Law really walked past us and act like he didn't know us. So that was another ice on the cake for me. So I just realized, even going back home, it wasn't going to be the same, because I wasn't going to be the same person. And still to this day, I don't think I'm the same person, but I'm getting better. I agree.
Adam?
For me, I'm a person where I just like let things go easily. And that's kind of a good and a bad thing. So for me, I had to like take a little break, I guess, for like a week or two. And then I just had to like, continue dancing at the school that I just recently finished. And yeah, it wasn't really that much
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't do too much for me.
So let's get to the good shit, y'all, now. What is some of the feedback, some of the great positive feedback that you have guys gotten since you guys aired a couple weeks ago?
The girls want to fuck me.
Oh my God. Yes, they do. Oh, why is that it?
Honey.
Why is that it, honey? They love Alpha Omega. We love. But what I appreciate is that they
I'm sorry
see
to cut you
our
off. Wait. Adam, they want to what?
Fuck. F-U-C-K.
F-U-C-K.
And what are you telling these people, Adam?
Leave them on bread. I say thank you so much.
Thank you for the acknowledgement.
Thank you for the love.
So what is some of the feedback that you guys have been hearing, though?
They appreciate, I think,
Our professionalism.
and the artistry. It's a lot of artists that have hit me up, a lot of dancers, a lot of choreographers, who have hit me up and said, look, I really appreciate just the artistry you guys have brought to the table. They received it very well. And that's great.
Well, let me tell y'all something.
Look amazing.
Let me tell you something as the founder of this house.
Okay.
Let me tell you what I'm most, because I have a lot of gripes, but I'm going to tell you what I'm happy about. I'm extremely happy when people that hit me up and they tell me, C's, congratulations on your house. C's, I know how long you've been in this, yada, yada, they do. But I really appreciate the amount of messages I get every day saying things like, I loved how polished your house looks. I love how well dressed they were. I love how they carried themselves. Those things make me proud because nobody can say that my house was there looking a fool or was acting a fool for television. As we all know, and it happens, and I don't knock nobody for what they do. Listen, if somebody wants fame, sometimes they do what they want to do, and sometimes people create a character to be on TV, and they're not even that character in real life. So I get it. I get it. No, I'm telling you, I get it. There's some people, listen, this is what you got to do if you're going on TV. Yeah. But I appreciate the amount of people that hit me up that was like, geez, I know how you are, and I'm so glad that they represented your brand to the fullest. And what I'm proud about is I know that everyone on there represented, nobody was on there acting like a goddamn animal. And I mean that with all due respect. Because that's very important. Because at the end of the day, this will be watched hopefully decades from now. And you don't want to look back and be like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. And I can't believe... Right. You understand what I'm saying? There are a lot of people that have done reality TV, as we all know. And some people look back and they're disgusted with however they acted on there or things they may have said or how they was depicted. And, it's very rare when somebody can go on there and be like, okay, I was proud of what I did and how I represented myself. So that, number one, makes me very proud. I love the fact that the people from my house are all, the majority of them are very young. Renaldo was a lot for him, and I'm very proud, and he'll see this when it comes out. I talked with Renaldo a lot, guys, about him just showing his talents to the world and not being so closed in and stuff like that. So I'm very glad that people got a chance to see his other skills and his leadership abilities and stuff like that. And I'm just really proud that, these 5 men went on television and that they represented a culture that is very underrepresented at the end of the day. We are underrepresented, and we are also made to be one type of individual. So I'm extremely proud that they went on there and they showed that we're different type of people, no matter how much they did not show or how much they did show. So that's how I feel.
That's true. And that's
the tea, honey.
And that's the tea from the lab. No more balls.
Here's the tea from the lab.
I said, don't start chanting until after the 4th one. But we still walking when first step. You're in the front, so
9, 8, 7,
of the kings. We're the Alpha and Omega, everything in between. Ooh, you better beware, beware of the kings.
Over.
We're the Alpha and Omega, everything in between. Ooh. Oh, still in there.
Adam, when you do that star more open, bitch, show star, bitch. Give them star, bitch. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yes, give them star.
Oh, we messed up. Yeah, we'll do one at a time. Yeah. What we gonna do the opening word?
Kyrie, when they say star, can you and Treyon do something like point to y'all or smile or something? Just to really, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Something just to be like, bitch, like, honey, yes, star. Yes, something. Or like a really wide smile.
Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, try it again. So you remember we did a ripple, the cannon?
Yes. Adam, more star, bitch. Give star, bitch. Okay. Okay. Boom. Yes, come on, y'all. Yes. Come on, bitches. Yes. Woo! Yes, come on, y'all.
Damn.
Good job.
Damn.
Yes.
Damn. Damn. Let's go over there.
Keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on going.
Okay.
Yeah, keep on going. Keep on going.
Hold on. We got let's stop doing it over. Not hard.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all pull this off tomorrow the way it needs to. Over.
Yeah, it's over. How we do that?
Open up, Adam. Yes. Give star, bitch. Rock them wrist, Kyrie. Yup. Yeah, tell it, y'all. Now go into it. Pump into it. Yes, bitch. Come on. Over. Synchronize, bitch. Come on, y'all. Yes, full out, y'all. Come on. Yes. I'm so proud of y'all right now.
No, he's funny.
Yes. In this little room. Yeah.
So you want to skip? That's why we never did that, bro.
So should we just? So should we just continue doing this?
So y'all did chop the dip. 4, then do it deep enough. Twice. 2, 3, 4. Hard to deep enough.
Guys, I have one critique. Y'all have to be breathing. Y'all are doing a lot of movement.
Yeah.
Y'all are using a lot of energy. If y'all do not breathe, you guys are going to get tired quick and it's going to show.
Okay.
You do not want to be panting to finish the performance. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So y'all kind of have to breathe for real.
Okay. 6. So 1, 2, 3.
You should use that moment to really catch your breath.
8. Yeah. So 1. And then step over right. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Boom. Boom. Cut.
Okay. We just need that beginning part. Let's do the whole thing.
Okay. Like the whole pose?
No, not the walk.
From the
poses is important.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How do you got walk? It's so hard. It's so hot.
Yes, open that star up. That's that wrist, Curry.
What am I doing?
Open that wrist up.
Oh.
Yes, hunt. Yeah. You're too close. Yup. Come on, bitches. Boom, 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 boom. Bend them knees more, Treyon. Yep. Do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
I think we should just slow this one down.
Okay, I have a suggestion for y'all. Oh, here comes the film queen, honey. Get it to Tahj, she feeling it, honey. Y'all need to be striking them poses, though.
Okay, word.
All right, Tahj.
You loading up, honey?
Yeah. Come on, Tahj, break them wrists, bitch. Fuck them wrists up, bitch. Come on, Tahj. Tahj, you land them dips tomorrow. You hear me? You nail them, bitch.
What we doing? You should be like hype them up.
Yes. Alpha. Work, Tahj, bitch. Come on. Come on, Tahj.
Yes.
Come on, Tahj.
Yes.
Whip that hair, Tahj. Whip that hair.
Yes.
Do what? It's a whole thing.
Oh, that was good. That was on time. I love it.
And my part is after the recovery part where, yeah.
Curry.
No, I like this one.
Curry, you gotta carry. Curry, while you're doing it, look back at them.
My phone is wrong. My phone. It's Tahj.
Does that work?
Because it's not connected. Because
Yes.
it's not on my phone.
We didn't need a sound guy here.
He's in the back.
Oh, he is? Okay. He's setting up.
What? Can I save it to my voice number?
Adam, why you so sassy? Why you so sassy?
That's the question, essentially.
You what now? If you were a vegetable, what vegetable would you be?
What do you want? I would say cauliflower.
Wait a minute. Out of why you're a cauliflower? You're a cauliflower. What?
I'm dying.
Adam, you said you're a what?
How do you say it? Cauliflower?
A pleasure to introduce to you a phenomenon, an amazing, talented group. Y'all better make some noise. Boston, make some noise for the House of ALPHAOMEGA.
Statement. Star. Said you wanna be a legend. Legend. Statement. Star. Said you wanna be a legend. Or statement. Or star. Said you wanna be a legend. Said you wanna be a statement. Said you wanna be a star. No, we're legendary. Let me see you walk. Yeah, ho, yeah, I know that you can talk. You talking all that shit, but let me see if you can walk. Let me see you walk. Yeah, ho, yeah, I know that you can talk. You talking all that shit, but let me see if you can walk. Walking like I'm talking, I'm a big stepper.
I'm on that bitch. 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 I'ma read that bitch. I'ma school that bitch. I'ma take that bitch to college. I'ma give that bitch some knowledge. I'ma read that bitch. I'ma school that bitch. I'ma take that bitch to college. I'ma give that bitch some knowledge.
Yes, I'm back. 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 Yes, I'm back.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Drive, took it.
For you, justify my love. Right. For you, justify my love.
We just want to say thank you for our first ever performance together. Thank you. Now we're going to do something a little fun, all right? We need 4 of the best twerkers in the crowd. 4 of the best. 1. We're number 2. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. 3. 1, 2. One more. One more. Give me 5. Come on. All y'all up. All right. Oh, he's getting ready. Getting ready. The winner of this competition is going to win something special. Yeah. All right. Hit the beat.
I know that's right.
Hey. Show them what you got. Hey. Come on, come on, come on. Are we gonna choose or? Hey y'all!
Can we see one? Give me one.
to choose the first 2 winners, and then the crowd is going to choose the winner overall. We chose. You tell people your name. Wow. So give us the round. And you thank you. Hazel. Next time. Alright. Final battle. Hit the beat. I believe in you. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Kyrie, they gotta come right over here. Final battle.
You ready to vote? Real. Give it up for real. Give it up for love. One more time. The first ever Alpha Omega t-shirt for the fans, thank you. Thank you guys, appreciate it, man. Yo, we love y'all so much. Thank you for supporting Alpha Omega. Make sure you tune in to Legendary HBO Max Season 3. We love y'all.